Hello, hello. Look at me. I just came back from a walk. It's so nice and fresh out. You should get out for a walk. First day of spring, but it is chilly, so dress warm. I wanted to come on here and I just came back from a walk. My hair was blah, blah, blah. I'm doing a coaching program this week and she was like, do it ugly. So I am definitely doing it ugly tonight. So I had a couple conversations today with a couple clients and I gave them some tips and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about these tips. Other people could use these tips. So I wanted to come on tonight and tell you these tips because they're super easy to help you keep a more positive energy in your home, right? So where to start? You know me, I should have made notes and I didn't. Okay, so our body has energy around it. If you take your hands and you put them together, like I can feel energy here. Some people have to get closer, but I can feel the energy. You can feel the energy. Your body has like energy, or not like, it does. It has an energy around it, right? And so other people's emotions can get trapped in your energy. So I work with clients and sometimes they're not negative themselves, but I don't want their energy and I don't want it to carry it around my house. So there's a prayer that I do that asks for a bubble around me. But this is so much simpler. So there's something I do in my home and it's so easy. It's just so easy. So where do you feel good? Like when you go somewhere, where do you feel good? We always feel good at the beach, at the salt water, right? Like something to do with the salt and the salt water always makes us feel really, really good. And I know even like when we go to the beach, my kids don't fight. They start to like each other, right? So it does something to your energy and it's beautiful. So we can bring that home though. We can. So I'm going to suggest that you do this. Okay, I'm just going to tell you what I do. All right, I have props and everything tonight. So I want you to take a bowl. It doesn't have to be a big bowl. And I'm always overthinking these things. Like it has to be the perfect bowl. It just has to be a bowl. And you're going to fill this with just salt. So you can use this table salt. I have a big jar of, what is this salt? Water softener salt that I keep here for when I'm working with clients for afterwards. And you're going to put a bunch of salt in here because salt is going to absorb the negative vibes that come into your surroundings. It's really good to have if you work in an office because there's so many people around and you get so many people's energies. And so this is a really good tip. Fill the bowl with some salt and keep it there. And you can even like wipe and dump. That's what I do after I have a client. So I'm going to put my big jar of salt on the floor and that's where it goes. And I just wipe and throw and throw it towards the salt. And the salt is going to take that energy because I don't want to carry other people's energy. And we do that. Like how many times have you been to a store and you've been in an okay mood and like somebody behind you or somebody in front of you is having a fit and then you're angry and something happens because you're stepped into somebody else's energy and you don't want to carry that around. So I'm sure we all have salt in our home and that we can put a bowl of salt somewhere, right? So that's super easy. My next tip is I want you to take a glass. Just a glass. I want you to put some water in it. Half full, doesn't matter. And I want you to put, and I always say a quarter cup of salt because people will be like, what kind of salt do you want me to put in there? I want you to put in whatever salt, however much salt makes you feel good. So I want you to put like a lot of salt and I want you to dump that in and I want you to put this on your nightstand because that is going to help you absorb any negative things that you've encountered during the day. That it's going to clear that during the night. And you are going to find that you have better energy and more mood. Eventually, this is going to be all crusty and dusty with salt, and then you just change it out. That's all you do. It's all you do. Super easy. So those are like those are a couple tips of stuff you have around your house. Now, I also have this Selenite, Selenite, I believe, rod. And I have this with me when I'm working with a client. But before I work with a client, I like to brush off my energy, and I can feel it. Like I can feel it stepping into my energy, but I like to do that so I'm not bringing any negative energy into a session. Like I don't want to come into a session grumpy and cranky, because that's not going to help anybody. It's not. And I want to be fully present with my clients. So I want to make sure my energy is in a good spot. So I do that. And then I put my bubble of protection over me from my Archangel Michael, and I listen to a meditation, and then I step into my client session because I want to show up as best as I can for my clients. So this I got on Facebook Marketplace. I think it was $12. You can get it at any crystal shop. Probably I would suggest Silver Birch in Tantallon, or Into the Mystic in Cole Harbor, or you could probably order it on Amazon. I love it. This is quite a big piece. You don't really need a piece like that. But yeah, that's a few ways to help combat negativity around you. Because we're bombarded with it every day. We hear the news is negative. You're scrolling and somebody's mad, ranting about this or ranting about that. And so it happens everywhere. But we want to protect ourselves as much as we can from the negativity. So it's all mindset, people. Energy and mindset. So that's it for tonight. Let me know if you got anything from this. If you're watching the replay, tell me that you're here. There hasn't been many people on. It is kind of early, I think, but I have a million other things I'd like to get done today. And this course I'm taking is telling me to do it ugly, so tomorrow the videos start. I'm going to put on my big girl panties, and I'm going to start my videos tomorrow, and it's just going to happen, and you guys are going to love it. I'll talk to you soon. You have a great Monday evening. Maybe it doesn't want me to be finished.